I am going live on what is this, YouTube and Instagram right now. So if y'all see me looking back and forth, it's because I got two cameras going right now. But what's up, guys? Um, I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys and talk about some things. I have some products here. I want to ask questions and get some feedback from you guys and, just some advice because I have picked out some products that, I just kind of want some feedback on. I definitely have gotten feedback from the people that have purchased them. Um, I think there is some type of resistance, or not resistance, but it is some type of something there that people really don't want to leave reviews when it comes to adult products. They're afraid that they'll put their name's going to be attached to it. So just to give you a heads up, if you ever do a review on my website at confidentialtalk.com, everything is anonymous. Okay, so you don't have to worry about your name being shown or people knowing that you purchased from my store. Remember, everything is discreet. So I got some new products. I want you guys to tell me how you feel about them, what you think, what you like. Just let's have a chat. Also, too, just some conversations that I've had since I've been posting content. You guys, I feel like the main topic is men and adult toys. So I wanted to talk to you guys about it, and my light just went out. But I wanted to talk to you guys about it because it's so crazy how many people are so against men and adult toys. But there are that group of people that really don't care. They're like, listen, I use them, I'm okay with it, I'm comfortable, and I love it, live it out loud. And for the people that don't feel necessarily comfortable talking about it out loud, maybe they use toys, or maybe they just don't at all. This is really for the people that don't use toys. I just want to have a discussion, a further deeper discussion, and dive in behind the psychology behind not feeling comfortable using adult toys. It's like, oh, I have to use my hand. No, you don't. Like, you can actually get the almost real thing by using an adult toy. And I feel like that's what women do, like, or not even really that, because we even have stuff where it's you can't get that from a man, but we need men. Okay, of course, I'm not saying like we can replace men with toys, but I'm just saying like men that feel like they don't feel comfortable using sex toys, they are missing out on so much pleasure. So I just want to deep dive in that. I think on here I can add polls just to make it a little bit easier, just for the people that's like dropping in and out. Just to kind of get some feedback from y'all, how y'all feel about sex toys, how y'all feel about men using sex toys. If you are a woman that's hopping on this live, how do you feel about a man having a sex toy? If you were dating somebody and you went over their house and they brought out a hand stroker, like, would you be like, ugh, like, would you feel some type of way? Let's have a deep dive discussion. And I know it's not a lot of people on here right now, so I do want to acknowledge you. Good evening to you. I want to just start off with something fun because it's not too many people on the live, so I just want to start with something light and get some feedback. Okay, so we'll start with that until we can get the discussion going about men and adult toys, because listen, I need y'all to feel comfortable using these things. So before we get into that discussion and I figure out how to do polls, which I don't think I could do that on YouTube, we'll talk about toys. Let's see here. Can I? No, that's join. Oh, I don't think I could do polls on here, y'all. So you just have to comment what y'all think. But okay, so starting with the first toy. I added this toy to my store because when I purchased it through the company, it looked lit. Okay, so I was like, oh yeah, this looked like it will be, what's up for men. So I got it, and it is not exactly what the picture looks like. I did put it on my website. I took pictures of it, did our little professional photo shoot, and I did post it on my website before I showed this on the screen, just to give you a heads up. This is an adult toy, so it's going to have adult toy things. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the screen. Fair warning, just before y'all like, oh, she just threw some titties in my face. Yes, titties are coming. Okay, all right, what y'all think? This is a male stroker or male masturbator, I guess. Silicone, it only has one tunnel, but it has boobs too. So you can actually use the boobs as, you know, one of the ways that you can use it for pleasure. So what do you guys think? Um, okay, I don't know how to comment. This is really sad. Or maybe my comments isn't working because it's like not popping up for me on YouTube. So just use code if you're still live, if you're still in the live, use code TikTok69 in order to get the 30% off. But yes, y'all, listen, you self pleasure. I'm telling you, it's and also it can help benefit your relationship too. So you're not just so dependent on your partner, especially if you guys have different mixed match libidos. You know, some people, some partners are a little bit more active. They want sex a lot more often, whereas other people, they don't feel necessarily like always, I'm not always in the mood. So self-pleasure can really help with kind of eliminating, just the pressure on your partner. And give us a notification when going live, because I don't know about the live session. Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, yeah, because this was like an all of a sudden thing. So I definitely will do that next time, for sure. Because I'll probably be going live on Monday. So I'll probably like, send off a notification. I'm telling y'all, I was just like, I got off of work. I came home and I was just so excited to kind of have the house to myself. I usually have a full house. So it was just, I was like, oh, let me get on live because, I can talk my stuff. I don't have nobody here that can listen, me talk about sex toys. So, I was just super excited to hop on a live. But I probably will be going live later during the evenings, during the week, just to make sure everybody sleep, you know what I'm saying? So we can talk our talk. But yes, okay, so the next toy, actually, this was the only toy I was really uncertain about, to be honest with you. It was just, I was just like, I was so through, but at the same time, only have a couple in stock. It's not a lot of those, but I ain't gonna get no more. I feel like I'm not gonna get no more because I did post on TikTok too. I was like, hey, how y'all feel about this toy? And like literally the first comment was like, it ain't doing it for me. All right, so I do have another toy here. And if you are just joining the live, we're really focusing on men's sex toys tonight, only because I've just had like low-key like a little debate, especially on TikTok, about men just using toys and just the negative stigma around it. And apparently y'all not allowed to use sex toys, which is insane to me. So if you're a woman, please let me know. Would you be weirded out if your guy that you're dating is using a toy? But I feel like for my single men, listen, live your best life, okay? Live your best life. I feel like if you date too, live your best life too. But, especially if you're single, why would you feel like I'ma just wait for a woman? Like, these girls ain't right. These girls are right. So, disclaimer, we're about to show a different toy. This is actually a really popular toy in my store, but I want to get you guys' opinion. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? Is it fire? Is this something that you'd be interested in? It is Miss Bella Booty. Miss Bella Booty is a doggy style toy. You lay her flat. She does have 2 tunnels, 2 entry holes, 2 tunnels, realistic tunnels. And she is a doggy style toy. So you lay her flat and you have fun with her, and she is literally a popular item in my store. So comment below, what do you think? Is it your choice? Do you like it? How do you feel about it? Would you use it? Would you buy it? Do you understand why it's a popular choice in my store? Tell me. But yes, in the meantime and in between time, I personally feel like if I was dating somebody, this was new, like, I do have a boyfriend, y'all. So, maybe when we were earlier on in our relationship, how I would feel about him having a toy. Honestly, because I wasn't really in my business or like my journey of self-pleasure and really understanding the benefits of it and how it really could better your life, like not just your sex life, like just self-pleasure could really like better your whole life, like in so many different aspects. So and honestly, I think that's where moving forward, kind of like where I'm ventured in anyways, is just really kind of teaching the benefits of how this lifestyle can be for you, like even in relationships and out of relationships. I think I'm huge advocates, y'all, for self-pleasure. But I don't know if you guys saw that last toy. Please comment below though, let me know what you guys think. Would you get it? Do you like it? Do you understand why it's popular in my store? A doggy style sex toy. I'm snacking on these yogis, by the way. I'm trying to be healthy. But back to what I was originally saying. If I went over my now boyfriend's house when we were dating and he had a sex toy, I feel like it depends on what it is. And I know this is so like, it's so, what's the word? It's definitely a word for it. But It's like on the tip of my tongue. But I think that if it was like some huge sex doll, I'm like, you gotta keep that away from me. Don't celebrate that. There's nothing wrong with men having sex dolls, because of course I'm an advocate of self-pleasure. That's literally what I want to, like, people to acknowledge. The fact that, like, it really betters your life in so many different aspects. But I feel like certain things even I would keep private, right? There's nothing wrong with it. But okay, if it was like some, like, you know, real life size doll and he pulls it out, okay, brother. I need to see that. Will it stop me from dating him? No. But I don't need to see that. But if it was something like a stroker, like my most popular toy in my store, the Miss Becky. I'm up here dropping stuff, y'all. If it was something in my store like the Miss Becky, oh, absolutely not. I'd be like, oh, let me use it on you. This is something that you guys can do to build intimacy during foreplay. It don't just have to be the girl. Like, it don't just have to be the woman using the rose toy, or the man using a rose toy on a girl, or a man using a wand on a woman. It can be the opposite way around. So the Miss Becky, this is like literally my number one seller. I said the other one is it's a really popular one, but this is my number one seller. This is something that you can use on a man too. If you're a woman, you know, this is something you can do to really build foreplay in a relationship. I was skeptical about the male toy a year ago, but I did purchase a stroker toy once, and yet it did enhance my masturbation experience. Concerning the last male toy, I will pass on it. Really? Okay, so you clearly have like something specific that you like. So okay. Because everybody has their thing. It seems like the sleeve or the stroker, like something a little bit smaller, like something handheld. Maybe I'm telling you, the doggy style one is lit. It's a really good choice. But kind of back to Miss Becky, like, I feel like if I came in and I'm dating somebody and he had like the Gawk Gawk, or he had like, this is a vibrating rotating toy, and then this is the Miss Becky. I feel like if they had one of these, I'm like, oh yeah, like, okay, let me use it on you. Let's see, like, let me watch you use it on yourself. Like, but just literally kind of tying that back into, like, you know, just a little bit of advice. If you are dating somebody, that is a way to really just kind of like make foreplay different, especially if you've been together for a while and you're looking to kind of spice things up. Like, bring toys, and it doesn't just have to be the guy using the toy on the girl. You as a woman can use the toy on the guy, or you can watch your man use a toy. So just some things to kind of think about, you know, there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be weirded out, but at the same time, I have stuff like, there's the stuff that I sell. And then some of the obvious, not obvious, but like a lot of the stuff that I sell, I personally do feel like they're good options. So they're all my personal recommendations. Even the male stuff too. Like, they're like literally strategically picked out just to make sure they are enhancing pleasure at some type of capacity. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I recommend spicing the foreplay up with a little bit of adult toys for either way. Yep, the sleeve is handheld. Yeah, I think a handheld one is really, really good to use during foreplay. But yeah, so next toy I have, I don't know who to bring out first. I think we're just gonna do Sensational Sierra tonight. This is probably like a medium popular toy. It don't sell a whole bunch, but it does sell every now and again. And this is a torso. So I have, disclaimer, a toy is about to pop up on the screen. It's going to be a little bit vulgar because it is a handheld torso. And if you are just joining this live, 30% off for the rest of the evening. I'll just go ahead and keep the coupon open for the rest of the night, but you can get 30% off on my website at confidentialtalk.com. All toys use TikTok69, code TikTok69. Okay, y'all. super easy to remember because, you know, we talking about self-pleasure here. All right, so this is the handheld torso. She got a little weight on her, though. She do got a little weight on her, but she does have 2 holes, 2 tunnels. And, of course, she has the boobs. I wouldn't say it's like this toy here where you can actually use the breast for masturbation. So, it's definitely different. But it's still, like, looking at, you know, a body. Or you can feel her. She has the, you know, very, you know, nice nipples that you can pull and suck on, lick on, whatever you want to do. You know, this is a very small, but, you know, kind of like a very easy toy to hide. You know what I'm saying? So you can kind of get the sex doll look and feel like, oh yeah, I got a sex doll, but it's super easy to hide. It's super easy to use because you can use one hand or you can use 2, you know, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. But it is a really, really good choice. But I'm telling you, out of this one, okay, so what y'all think? I already kind of told you the answer. But if you had to pick which looks more popular, this looks more popular, or does this look more popular? The flat doggy style toy. What do you think? Please comment below, y'all. Please, I want to know. What looks more popular? What do you feel like would sell more just based off of how they look? I really want to know how to comment on here, though. Like, can I respond? That's so weird to me. That's so weird. It won't let me. I think something wrong with the live. I don't think it's me. I don't think I'm not out of touch, y'all. I know it's been a minute, but it hasn't been that long. Unbelievable. If you are just joining the live, I was asking which adult toy looks like it sells the most. Okay, I'm going to show 2 adult toys on the screen, and you guys have to pick what do you think is more popular and what sells the most. Okay, disclaimer. Okay, so we have the handheld torso, and then we have the lay flat doggy style. They both have 2 tunnels, 2 holes. The doggy style toy I will try. I have to pick between the 2. Okay, perfect. Good. What y'all think? Anybody else? What you think? Yeah, because you can actually smack the butt too. Let me stop. Oh my gosh. I literally, listen, I'm telling you, people put too much, just like too much pressure and too much seriousness behind sexuality and just pleasure in general. It's so like taboo. It's so weird. While I feel like we should definitely, you know, have class, have grace, have certain things, especially when we're out in public. You know, I am one of those people that feel like, yes, I love to be sexy, but I try not to be overly like just out there. You know, of course, I just always like to have class. That's just who I am. But when it's just, there's a difference. There's nothing wrong with being expressive about sex and sexuality. I feel like so many people just get so weird about it. It's like, okay, well, you do it. That's the thing. Everybody does it. Everyone has sex. Everyone has touched themselves. You can't tell me if you are under the age of 45, you haven't touched yourself. And I say that specifically because these old heads probably haven't done it. Okay? Especially the old school ladies. I feel like my great granny was not touching herself. Okay. But I do feel like if you're under the age of 45, you cannot convince me that you've never pleasured yourself. Okay, just period, point blank. And I actually want to put that poll on my social media because I want to challenge somebody, and there's gonna be somebody's auntie in them comments. Somebody's auntie gonna get in them comments and light up a storm talking about, I've never touched myself. I've Only a man can touch me. Okay, girl, bye. You let a man touch you. You don't even know where these men's hand been, but you won't touch yourself. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. I'm gonna put a poll. The poll is, there is no poll. Challenge me, okay? Nobody under 45 has not touched themselves. You guys have all touched yourselves. I'm sorry, especially if you're under 45. But yes. Yes, it's true. Having the friends you can share and be real with is awesome for sure. My friend and I are so candid about our sex lives. And that's how it should be. And that's how I am. I feel like with my friends, it's like that too. But you will just have that one or two people that's just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe. Now, I will say this, even though I, am really pursuing the life of being a sex coach, and it's really important to me, and that's something that I am currently working on. Like, there is a certain level of privacy that I have for my personal life too, but to just overall talk about sex in its, the entirety, there's nothing wrong with it. I do get candid with my best friends, my close friends, about maybe my intimate life, my personal life. But for the most part, I really don't share like my intimate personal stuff, but just to discuss sex. There's nothing wrong with it. Sex. It's just sometimes the words just make people uncomfortable, and it's just like, okay, I know this is a little off topic, but it actually kind of irritated me a little bit because it just happened. So one of my coworkers, she started her cycle, and all of our management team is pretty much all men at this point. So that is wonderful. There's nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, it's really nice to have at least one woman manager, because they can sympathize a little bit more than men, so we have at least one woman one manager on the team. That's all we need, right? But they're all men. So my coworker came in and she was like, oh my god, I just started my period, and she goes as far as actually calling it the red dot, just to make people around her feel a little bit more comfortable, even though it's a period, a menstrual cycle, something literally that every woman goes through. It's nothing. Anyways, sorry, I'm just gonna go on a rampage about that. But the case is, it hurt my soul so bad, because our manager, as soon as she mentioned like, hey, my cycle started, my red dot started, can you, oh my god, I don't want to hear about that. Some of these men are married. Why are you being weird about a period? It's natural. It's something that a woman naturally goes through once a month if she's not on birth control. What? Like, why are you being weird about a period? And some of y'all want kids. I was just like, oh yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, things that should not be taboo are so taboo. Why are we being weird about talking about periods? Why are we being weird when we talk about, oh, I got some last night, it was so good, oh my god, I want to hear that. Maybe it's not proper in a workplace, of course, I get that, but like, just on a personal level, like, if we all chit-chatting, don't be weird. Like, don't be that friend. But it is what it is. Some people are just like that. There's nothing shameful. Yes, I definitely agree. There's nothing wrong with talking about sex, talking about periods. It's natural. Don't be weird. But you know what, guys? I've had fun on here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, I will take your feedback, and if you guys listen, at the end of the day, like, if you're somebody that's gonna, because I'm gonna post these on my page, so if you are gonna like watch it afterwards, please comment, because I will respond to comments. Let me know what you guys think about the toys I shown. Let's further the conversation, because I know it was really the TikTok that got upset. I know this is so rude to eat on live. I'm so sorry. It was just calling my name. I had to grab it. But I feel like TikTok really got it was confrontational. It was men on there really upset. Like, no, we don't do that. That's gay. That's this, that's that. There's nothing wrong with self-pleasure. But I do want to just get some perspective from you guys. So comment below. Let me know what you think about the products. And I'll see you guys not tomorrow, because I'll work all day tomorrow. I'll probably see you Monday. I need to figure out how to go live on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the same time. TikTok missed out. And I feel like it would have got real hectic because they was really in the uproar about the conversation about the man toys. They was upset, honey. Upset. So 30% off all night. Let's see. Yes, great topic, and please give a notification before going live. I got you guys. I'm gonna definitely have this way planned out way more next time. I gotta stop eating on camera. I am so sorry. I'm being so rude. I'm gonna hop off here because clearly y'all need a snack. But I will see you guys. And I keep choking on it. Maybe I shouldn't be eating it. It's because I'm being rude. I'm talking and eating. Not supposed to eat and talk. I just couldn't help myself, y'all. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my yogis. I will see you guys later. Bye.